Tacky from Sawmill Studio, and today we are going to put together the lift top box kit. Now this is a little bit tricky, but we're going to walk you through it, so don't worry. Now before we start, don't forget that if you're a kid, you're going to need some adult supervision, and they should watch this video with you because it's a little tricky to put together. And you're also going to need your safety glasses to protect your eyes. And you need a good work surface to work on. All those nails, you need a nice hard surface to nail into, so make sure you have a bench. If you don't have a bench, just a nice hard floor works great. Just throw down a piece of plywood or something to protect it, and you should be good to go. So, I'm gonna put this aside, and this is what you're gonna get in the kit. You're gonna get your hardware, so you'll have your piece of sandpaper, and we have some screws for this project, and some nails. So you will need a hammer, you will need a Phillips screwdriver, and you will need a little bit of glue. So just regular school glue, tacky glue, or wood glue. Any of that will work. And a little piece of paper towel so you can wipe up after yourself. So let's talk about the pieces of wood. You're going to get a top piece, which has no markings. We have our bottom piece, which we have marked so that you will know where to put these other little side pieces, okay? We'll come back to that in a minute. We have two little short side pieces, and we have our two end pieces. Now these, we have to really keep an eye on where these screw holes are pre-drilled, okay? So step one, we take the two end pieces and the bottom. Now the bottom, you see it's labeled back, okay? So that is also where these holes need to be. So the back of the box is where these pre-drilled holes need to be. And the holes also need to be up, okay? So it's gonna look like this. All right? So first we're gonna nail those on. This is not a pre-drilled kit, so we are going to lay our piece down, and we're gonna start our holes. We're gonna start our nails down here, okay? Not up here. So I'll get that started and show you in a minute. Start two nails. I'm gonna do the same on my second piece of wood, so I'm ready to go. Once again, those nails need to be at the other side where that screw hole is. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. You got your countersink hole up here, you got your nails down here, and now we are going to nail it onto here. So this is where that adult is going to come in really handy because they can hold it for you while you put the nails in. So I just want you to see that the back of the box and this hole, that's how it's lined up. And you'll see later, that's where the lid is going to be. So I'm just going to, you want to line everything up flat with the bottom and tap away. Same with the other side. So we have our screw hole here, which means our second one has to line up the same way. Okay, here we go. Your lid is going to go, those screws are going to be the hinges for your lid. Okay, so now it should look like this. We have our back, we have our screw holes. Now we're going to take our short pieces, and it's all laid out for you because this back piece has to be inset a little bit so that your lid will pick up. If this piece is out here along flush with the edge, then your lid won't open. So that's what it's designed to be in a little bit. The front doesn't matter. You can put it in a little bit, or you could have it flush with the front, either way. Now we're going to put some glue down to help hold the wood. Just a little squiggle here. Just like that, just a little bit. And we're going to put our pieces in, and we're going to line them up with all those nice pencil marks that we added for you, so you know exactly where to put them. And I like to push it down. That helps the glue squish out and stick. If you have extra glue that kind of squishes out, you can just wipe it up either now or you can wipe it up after you put the nails in. Either way. Alright, so now we have our two pieces in, but they're just barely glued in, so we gotta be careful. And so now, for the fun part, you need to stick a nail in from the side. So you have to kind of take a look-see here and say, okay, I need that nail to hit this piece of wood. So make sure that it's lined up this way to hit here, and that it's lined up in this direction. Could be a little tricky, and that adult that you have helping you, they can help you out. There's one. Now we're going to do the second one. And look in both directions, make sure it's going to line up. Hold this steady while I get my nail in. Same on the other side. Here we go. All right. Whoop. Still got to hit those nails straight. Okay. And one left. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. And there we have most of our box built. Now we're going to put screws here on the ends. And that is going to be the hinge that lets us open up our box. So I'm just going to start these screws a little bit. They're not poking out on the other side just yet. And remember, you're going clockwise to get the screws to turn the way you want. So I start both of them, and then I put my lid on, and I line it up with the back here, the back of the lid and the back of the sides, and I just hold it down while I get my screwdriver in. And all you have to do is twist, push and twist. Keep that screwdriver nice and straight so it's lined up with the screw, and you'll be good. If you turn it, then it pops out. So you got to keep it all lined up. And then same here, just make sure it stays lined up with the back of the lid and the back of the side. Same thing. You got to push. You gotta have somebody or your hand pushing down so that this box doesn't go sliding off, okay? So you push it down, hold it steady. I get that last screw in. And it's so exciting because you're almost done. Go like that. Now remember, if you put the screws in too tight, it's gonna be hard to open the box. So you can always back them out a little bit. So let's see if it'll open. Look at that. Ta-da! You have yourself an awesome box to store your treasures in. All right, have fun with it. Thanks.